Hi, this is Sourcing Secrets with C4, and today we're going to talk about how you take a concept all the way to a reality. So you're taking that little sketch that you have on a napkin to a prototype all the way into production. And the first thing that you need to determine is your good a soft good or a hard good? So a soft good's like this t-shirt. Usually uses cutting dies, which is like a big cookie cutter. And you're going to choose your Pantone colors, your materials, if you're developing a new utility for the product. And something like this is going to be cheaper, quicker, and easier to develop. On the contrary, you have a hard good. Think about a plastic object. These things are going to need a mold. It's going to be a lot more of an intense process from a time perspective, for an investment perspective, because you need to open that roto mold, injection mold in that piece to get your product. So once you've thought about what you want to produce, you need to think, who do I want to produce it with? So you have agents and trading companies, and basically this is someone with connections with factories that will shop your idea around to see who takes it. And then you can work with a factory directly. So there's a lot of negatives with going with a agent or a trading company as they put their margin on it, but they're going to have those relationships to kind of explain to these factories what exactly you want. They're going to understand your consumer a little better usually. They're going to go into the nuances of your product. Factories usually aren't that good at development. They're good at producing stuff. They don't really spend a lot of money on new ideas. They want to produce product and make money. And that's kind of the hard decision here, is there's benefits and negatives of both. But an agent and a trading company, depending on the complexity of your product, it can really help you save a lot of time and money. So either one that you go with, one of my biggest tips, somebody explained this to me early on in my career, is that you can't tell an agent or a factory how to walk from A to B. You have to tell them how to step. So when you're giving them details of your product, give them very specific details. Think about if they're blindfolded and you had to explain this product to them. Don't just say, put a logo on the chest. You say, put it 3 inches down from the collar, 3 inches over, and I want this logo 4 inches in these Pantone colors with this exact file, embroidery for each step. That's where a lot of my clients have struggled previously. They leave these gaps in kind of the details. So they might get a shirt that was extra large and they come in and it can't even fit their kid because they're going off, Chinese sizing or something like that. The details are so important, and over explain. It always helps, and kind of like a shortcut. If you're developing a new product, say you're developing a bicycle wheel and you like the spokes of this one, but you really want them to have the tread pattern of the tire of this one. If you can get physical samples in their hands, it's going to save so much time, which saves money, and you're going to have a lot less headaches in the future. So even if you can steal components that you like in your own design from existing designs, it will help you tremendously in this process. And I know you have unique ideas out there, and I always say, when in doubt, file for the patent, file for the copyright. That's kind of a much larger discussion, but when you have your ideas, when you start sourcing them, just make sure all your ducks are in a row. Think about if you have a patent or a copyright on a product here in the US and you go to a factory that you're not going to have that much trust in without a relationship, you would have to go to a Chinese court to uphold that patent or copyright, which is probably going to cost you way more money than it's worth. So that's why a trusted source is so crucial, and that's why we've kind of spent years building our own relationships as C4 to kind of protect that. And we've kind of greased these wheels, is because even when you go for designers, there's a big difference between a graphic designer and, say, somebody that's an engineer. And a couple qualifying questions that I like to do is ask if they've worked on a similar project. The same as a factory. Hey, have you made tires before, bike wheels before? And then a key part is making sure that they're just not designing the perfect product, because the goal is to sell that product. You have to get that product from design to prototyping and produce it at a cost where you can sell it at. And that's at C4. We work with designers that understand taking that step from going from a commuter to design. For a hard good, you're going to want to get a 3D mold of that before opening the real mold. And you need to know, hey, what's this going to cost in production before I spend all this time and money to develop it? Because that's where you make your profit. Kind of the way that I've set my business up is like, I succeed when my clients succeed. So we do development at cost, and then we'll make money when we get to production. So there's no point in spending all this money on development if it's not a viable product. So please take those steps to make sure that it's a viable product before you spend all this time in development, getting different artists to get the right colors. You need to look at it from a very holistic bird's eye view to make sure that this product is going to make sense at market. If you guys out there, if you have a new idea, you want to see if it's viable, you want to get that bird's eye view, contact us through the comments, through our website. We do like a free product consultation. Or if you have a product and you say, maybe this could be working a little more efficiently, or you want to make tweaks to it, feel free to reach out. We're here to help. We're going to be uploading a lot of content to this page to kind of help you on this journey and make it seem not as scary taking that leap into product sourcing. So thanks, guys. I'm going to build out this channel, and I really appreciate the support. If you can like and subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.